I was just thinking. That's what I was afraid of.
Now you see that evil will always triumph, because good is dumb.
Who dares enter the sacred and awesome presence of the everlasting know-it-all?
This is the IFB Thursday night broadcast.
That's gonna work great, man. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whoa, relax, man. There's time for that. Greetings and welcome to IFB Interfleet Broadcasting. This is our award-winning pop culture, sci-fi, and news entertainment channel. I'm New York Pete, along with my best friend, Krista Tipsy Toaster. We're gonna bring, we bring our own unique spin on, shows that we grew up with. Stuff from the 70s, 80s, 90s, the TV, movies, and cartoons, the comic books, and of course the conventions that we used to go to because we lived it. We surely lived it, and we bring it to you. And everybody needs to know that we're big Battlestar Galactica 1978 fans and of the franchise. Welcome to IFB, everyone. We have a really great list of segments, co-producers, and we have a bunch of people that are watching with us, and special guests as well. So I see all of you out there. I'll be calling you out.
I see James McCoy.
Yes.
Who do you see?
That's right.
We got trade off here.
Oh, okay. Hold on. I see that we're gonna have the Church of Phil is gonna be on with us.
Ooh,
and
I see them
gonna
too.
Be a
That's
director.
scary.
And there's gonna be some of the cast, and you'll see we're gonna have those are our special guests, award-winning film makers, right? And all right, so I see George G in the house. How's that?
I've got her name was Lola. She was
Absolutely.
a showgirl.
Yeah. Okay, let me see who else do I got.
All right.
Yeah, I see Chuck and I see EriKa and EriKa. Who else you got?
Did you see Mr. Marino yet?
I did not, but I see Bert
he's
Oliver
there.
Bomer's with us.
Ooh.
Excellent.
I think we have.
Battlestar Bulletin Board. I know who that is. Thanks for joining us,
Silent
guy.
Tin Can
Rick's
Tuesday
there.
was amazing, by the way.
Oh yeah. Hey, Jackie.
Jackie
Wolfhard. Whoa, we're gonna have an
Jackie's in the
interview on her
house.
show. Yeah. Oh, we're gonna be there. That's right. So, oh my God.
EriKa.
Mediocre Modeler. Welcome to IFB, our prop guy.
Like he's never on.
Master.
Yeah.
Always hello, Fleet. He says, yeah. Thanks for joining us, Kelvin. This is awesome. We got John One in the wings. So
Is that everybody?
that's you. That's not me.
That's not everybody? That's everybody?
Well,
Yeah.
it doesn't matter.
That's
It's
close enough.
you're so awesome that you have a reverb. All right, stop with that. Listen, we're gonna welcome everybody on and welcome all of the family
Yes.
that we got going. And
I
we do
started
that-
my evening beforehand, so
Oh, God.
that's this one.
gross.
I call this the Gun and Ice Planet Zero.
Romulan ale.
Romulan ale.
Let's
But
toast
really,
to the
tonight's beer is one of my favorites, and
Yes.
it preludes my retirement in next December, and it's called. Ready?
Yeah.
Not
my
job.
baby. Midnight, not my job. Perfect.
Perfect.
That's gonna be perfect. I know you have a date set, and you'll announce that later on in
here we
in
go.
the year. We'll be in our 7th season of IFB when you're ready to announce your professional
7th?
retirement. Yeah,
6th.
that's gonna be. Well, we're in our 6th, but we
Oh
will
yeah,
be in our
I guess
7th
we
when you
started our
retire.
7th. Yeah.
Yeah, which is incredible in and of itself. 6th season, it's nuts. We thank all the fans. I know you guys watching around the world. Thank you for joining us
It's
here
crazy.
at IFB Interfleet Broadcasting, and we like to actually cheer the fans.
And just
So-
in case, I do have a backup water.
Okay, yeah, it's good. Yes, the smart water. And you have John One's waiting for us, and we have one of our guests waiting in the green room. So this is going to be awesome.
It's going to be a blast for me.
It's going to be a blast.
be
That's
juggling-
for sure.
juggling
Is EriKa
inputs.
with us too?
I'll be
EriKa,
juggling
you're
inputs.
going on right after John One. So
I think
let's
EriKa
get the
needs
toast
the
out of the way.
link. I think.
How could she not have the link?
I need
John's
link
got it.
before
All right.
9:30 to get on show. LOL.
Yeah, you need to get on before that. But anyway, here we go.
Hang on. Is John going to join us? Hang on.
John will join us, of
John will
course.
join us. What's John drinking?
Yeah, come on, John will join us. Just got to press the right buttons. There we go. There's John One. Excellent.
What you got there,
All right.
John? Anything good?
No, I got a little water. I was a little under
Oh,
the weather.
so you have a Mick Ultra too, then,
There we
Yeah.
go. Yeah.
Hot water.
or a
He's got
Coors
the
Light,
small
same
water.
thing.
All right, guys. Well,
But
listen,
anyways, thank you everybody for showing up. Thank you for all of the people we yelled out to and people who joined later. We're sorry we didn't yell out to you yet, but we really do appreciate you being here. We are a family. You are members of our family, whether you like it or not. That's just the way it is. Sorry. You joined the family, and that's just the, you can choose your friends, but you can't choose your family.
That's right.
So we enjoy you being here. We enjoy recognizing the fans because the fans fuel the fleet.
Fuel the fleet. Here's to you guys. Cheers. All right. So,
Oh, that
with
tastes
that
like not my
said-
job.
Oh, it's all good. I love it. Excellent.
Not bad.
All right. You know what? Let me just.
What you got?
Me?
Yeah. Let's see just
Tea. I'm
what.
drinking gingerbread tea
Wow.
in the original, in the official.
I guess my
original
third backup beer would go along with that one. Which is the Great Pumpkin. So
Oh wow. Yeah, that's banana wacky. But all right, cool.
we're fueled. I'm fueled for the night.
Yeah, you are. So
Only because I'm not working
basi-
tomorrow.
Wow, man, lucky you. So we have a lineup, guys. We're gonna kick this off with John One's segment, followed by
Oh,
our
wait a minute. Did you
Erica's
send me the hang on.
convention
Did you
chat.
send me the PowerPoint for that?
What?
John wants
Yes,
to-
I did, sir.
Oh, well, you better talk
Yeah.
longer. Give me a second.
Okay. All right.
Hang on.
So
I'll
let's
do
just-
the.
I
I'll
got a
do
couple
the.
of things to bring up.
I'll do the broadcast thing.
The mad dash.
Stretch it. Stretch it.
Yes.
Stretch it. Stretch it.
All right. So you go. All right, got it. So anyway, bottom line is we have a great lineup, guys. So John One is going to follow momentarily, and then we're going to have EriKa's convention chat. Once that's done, we're going to have our special guest will come on, Church of Phil. I shared the stage with them at Shockfest, where we both were awarded our own individual awards for our
Congratulations.
successes in our our films, and that was great. I actually got to see Church of Phil, right? Big screen at the AMC Theater in Vegas. And, we'll share some details where once, the guys come on. We have the directors going to be with us and some of the cast slash crew, because I think there might be a producer in that. In those the cast itself, but the director will be with us, and so I got to meet all of them at Shockfest, which was great. We were, I think it was the let me see, I wrote it down here. Yeah, Lucky 13. We were one. I was one of Lucky 13, and they were one of the Lucky 13 that was screened at the EMC. It was great. Had a great time. Anyway, so John, after after they go on, we're gonna have Admiral Bran Stimpson from Star Trek, so International Star Trek Association, and he's going to bring us up to speed. I know that they dropped. I think they Starfleet Academy, right? So he'll so he's gonna he'll give us he'll open it up, and then we'll see. I didn't get to watch today; it was kind of a busy day. We have interviews lined up tomorrow. You set us up with another interview for next week.
Mm-hmm. Yes, he'll be coming on Phil Harris Productions. He's a fan film for Star Trek and everything.
Yeah.
So pretty cool guy. He's going to go on. I get the email. I get probably hopefully Saturday night you do it. He's coming on the 5th of February.
Okay.
Cool. A couple of his associates.
Excellent. And of course, I hope everybody, you guys are watching and following our IFB page, Facebook and the like, because, all right, cool, I see a thumbs up. However, I just wanted to mention that our other project, the Tower Protocol, has actually gotten a nod for best official movie poster in an overseas international film festival. That's going on. And don't forget, we're going to see you guys at Shore Leave, right? So we've been confirmed. We've gotten a slot. We're going to be screened at Shore Leave in Lancaster, Pennsylvania. Great convention, 46 years in running. It's the oldest fan film convention of its kind. We will be there. We got a table. We got a panel. We'll be bringing actors. We'll be doing free autographs. So, tune in and hope we get to see you there. We're getting a real big positive response. Make sure you pick up a program. We're going to be in the program, and IFB is also taking out an ad. We're taking a half a page ad in the journal or the program from Shore Leave 46. So make sure you get yours. It'll be a collector's item, and we'll be glad to sign those for you because we have a table. So it's going to be outstanding. We're going to have such a great time, guys. So we hope you guys, everybody can make it. I know that a lot of you are coming. So we have one of the leads, Diana Durango. She will be there. She confirmed. And touch and go right now because we might have Captain Martin, Mr. George Zuvalos. He's releasing his first feature film, Once a Week for Life. That'll be streaming at beginning of April, I believe it is. But he'll be coming on the show, and we're going to discuss that. And we were all involved in that as well. So that's coming out. It's the first of 2 feature movies. So anyway, guys, look, without further ado, let's get John one on. He's got an update for us. So, John, if you're ready, I think Tipsy's ready.
Yes, sir.
Not ready at all. I'm never ready.
Yes, you are.
All right, John, take it away.
All right,
John
guys.
1 with the news.
Our special best effects budget is now
way up there. Don't forget, donate now for your special effects budget. We definitely need it, evidently. So, and now it's John. Take it away, John.
I should get one of those swivel chairs where I just turn around and do the
That's it. You should. It's not in the budget, though, so you just have to deal with it.
I just got a stuffed cat going on too. Hello, everybody.
That's it.
Good evening. All right, we'll be a quick. Here's news for you today. We have a good show tonight, so I'll be quick. First up in theaters, January 28th, will be Return to Silent Hill, based on the popular video game. It's pretty much as the other previous movies. People go to Silent Hill, they deal with the monsters, people die, and they escape. So, the first movie, don't take that as a date movie. Just saying that for a friend. So the first one came out. So pretty much the previous ones. Disney is releasing Wonder Man January 27th. This 8-episode series about an actor who auditions for an in-screen movie called Wonder Man, which he develops superpowers himself. So he becomes a superhero himself for some reason. So it looks like a weird, quirky series. Ben Kingsley is going to be in it, and he's playing the character. He played the Mandarin in Iron Man 2. He's playing that character. So it's kind of going to be a kooky series. So it's interesting though. It's got a good concept. I'll check it out. You know. By the way, Disney Diego Luna didn't get an award the other night, so that's kind of sucky. But Ando was a great series, so some guys got some Emmys for it. And that's about it. And let's see, interesting concept. And this Sunday on HBO, Night of the Seven Kingdoms premieres, based 100 years before the original Game of Thrones. It's about two young heroes wandering Westeros. I think one of them is a Targaryen, and he's a knight. It's based on R.R. Martin's book. What's it called? The Hedge Knight, which I heard was pretty good. So I guess I'll never finish the book, but the rest of his fans are waiting for him to finish. So I'll just keep on wasting that book. So
darn.
Happy, yeah. There's only more happy fans. So we're just waiting. But we'll see. James Gunn, in a recent interview, confirmed the character Mr. Miracle is indeed on his way to the DC universe. Mr. Miracle. Okay, all right, I guess we can do that. He was he was the adopted son of Apocalypse. He escaped to Earth, and his powers escaping stuff. And he's got like godlike powers, but it's okay. I can see it. So I guess it's going to be a good series. So I can watch it. Why not? I watch James Gunn. He's got some good series. And let's see. Marvel is picking up Midnight Suns. Has a possible lineup. We got Wong from Doctor Strange, Ghost Rider, Moon Knight, Blade. Who's that? Dark Blade, isn't that? So it looks pretty good. So we'll check it out. That's because they're developing this series now. They're going to make a movie or a series. So I hope it's a series. But we'll see. That's in production now. And believe it or not, the Greatest American Hero is getting a new comic book series.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah. Did you like
I'll
that?
jump on that one.
So, yeah, I put a little pun in there for you, Chris. Believe it or not. I don't know if anyone picked up on
I
it.
can't believe it.
I'm
like walking on air here.
Yeah, that's what I'm them. Some good series coming out this year. Check out your local comic shops May 2nd. And Monarch Season 2 has released a second trailer with a quick look at the new monster, Titan X. He's like a dinosaur with a squid. So it's like a part squid, part dinosaur. It's pretty good. So that's going to be on 27th February. Kurt Russell's back in it, so it's going to be good. He's actually getting a new series. They're going to do a spin-off series, but it's going to be later down the road. So it's pretty cool.
Wyatt Russell his son?
Wyatt Russell's his real-life son.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah, he's getting a series based on a spin-off series on him when he was younger self. That's going to be like maybe next year, hopefully. So I'll give you more news on that. And TV Sons of Anarchy, Opie. He played Opie on Sons of Anarchy. He's going to play Kratos in the new Amazon series God of War. So they've been working on this series for a while. Hope it's going to come out next year. But he's Kratos, everybody. And that's it.
Cool.
We got some good series coming down the pike. That's it for me for next time. And good night, everybody. Enjoy the show. We got a great lineup. I'm looking here about a House of Church of Phil. So pretty cool characters. And
I
am have a good night.
Definitely excited about
very cool.
Definitely cool world maker. So we got a good show, guys. Everyone have a good night.
Absolutely. Good night, John. Thanks a lot. I'm excited with that Ghost Rider Swamp Thing, man. I hope that's real, man. I hope that comes through.
Hey, Blade, Ghost Rider, and Moon Knight. It's got to be great.
All right. Well, we'll see. All right. So look, we have. Thanks, John. As usual, great segment. So we haven't had an update on or our convention chat with EriKa, and she's back with us. I'm happy to hear and know that she's in the green room. So let's bring up EriKa, and
you're gonna have to give me a second. You're just
okay. All right. Well, I can give you a second. Yes, I see that. Way, look at that. Wow, you're gonna pull a muscle in that arm of yours.
There you go.
Oh boy. Well, okay. So bottom line is we have a couple of updates. One of them is that the Tipsy Toaster, Krista Tipsy Toaster, is going to be attending Mysticon this weekend, right? So this weekend.
Not this weekend. Next weekend.
Not this weekend. It's next weekend. Next weekend. Okay. So we'll talk
this
a little bit
weekend.
about
I'm in
that.
trouble because Mrs. Toaster's not ready to travel.
Okay. No. So it's next. It's
We haven't
next
made plans
weekend.
yet.
I stand corrected, and so we will be screening at Mysticon, and so that's definitely a good thing. So we have a bunch of screenings coming up, including one in in New York City in May. So we'll be screening our short films, both The Stranded Warrior and The Tower Protocol, in New York City come May. We'll give you guys a date when that happens if anyone wants to stop in. But the big one, of course, is going to be in Shore Leave in Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
so,
that's shaping
EriKa,
up to be a crazy night.
it's gonna be outstanding. How are you? It's been a while, EriKa.
I'm good. It's been what, 2 months?
Yeah, it's been 2 months. How are you doing?
Look at that. She's
I'm
chugging
good.
down the vodka there.
Do it.
No, it's just water. It's just water. I swear.
Sure.
Okay. All right.
Water. Got
All right.
Got it.
No, it's good. It's good.
Water.
Ankle is okay. You getting
Brother.
better?
I have surgery for that on the 6th, so we'll see.
All right.
So this is the last time you guys will probably see me in uniform until after I'm healed from that.
Which is
Okay,
why
well,
she's
positive-
drinking vodka tonight.
Yeah. All positive
To numb
energy.
pain.
Positive energy going your way, EriKa. So let's talk conventions. You said Mysticon.
Mysticon.
We're gonna be in it. What
Mysticon
talk to
in
me.
Virginia.
Yeah.
In Virginia on the 23rd and 25th.
That'll be
The
my
23rd through the
hometown.
25th.
Ooh.
In Roanoke.
Yep.
And unfortunately, I won't be able to be there because I have to get ready for the surgery. So,
Which is
as
why
much
she's
as I would
drinking
love to
vodka, by the way.
It's water. Pixie's still trying to turn me into a Cylon.
Yeah, not happening.
No.
So what else? There's a couple of other great cons coming up. I mean, it's the beginning of the year, so there's all kinds of stuff. What do you
There's
have on your
all sorts
list?
of stuff. There's another one in Roanoke that's going to have Eric Estrada at it. For you guys who used to watch and grow up with Chips, he's going to be there. Kellen Lutz is going to be there. That is Big Lit Comic Con in, again, Roanoke. That's
Roanoke's a
February
happening
7th.
place. There you go.
Apparently it is. And that's 7th and 8th of February. And that is at the Berglund Center.
Okay. Not bad.
So
That's cool.
those were the only ones worth mentioning. Everything else was kind of like one day things out. There's one in Fort Bragg. There's a Hero Con
Oh,
in Fort Bragg.
There's something in Texas
Interesting.
that's coming up with a bunch of the Battlestar people. I think
Uh,
I heard something on the vine about that. I'm not sure.
Don't know. I'd have to look into that one.
Yeah.
I know that a bunch of them usually go to Comic Palooza in the summertime,
okay.
That must be the one I saw.
Yeah, that's got to be it.
and that's usually done through the BFC.
Okay. All right. So
Sort of
that's
Dragon
probably
Lady
what
and
it
then-
is.
Big
Yeah.
fried chicken.
That
Got
may be
it.
that. That may be that.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't speak to the BFC. I don't speak to anybody who's part of that.
Isn't that Big Fried Chicken?
No, it's not. It's the Battlestar Fan Club.
The fan
Oh,
club.
Battlestar Fan Club. Got it.
However, they have a great website, and they're up and
Mhm.
about. So we'll hear from them when they're ready. I know, as a matter of fact, EriKa, did you see that there is a lot of chatter out on social media? Dirk Benedict is going to be at a con, and I believe
I did hear that.
possibly Herb Jefferson might be also attending with him. So I think that might be coming up. I saw that.
I think that's in Florida, and I'd have to double check and get back
I think
to
you're
you.
right. I think you're right. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks
So
for
yeah.
Florida.
If you would, definitely get back to me on that. We'll put up a post or something, just letting everybody know. I'm not sure.
Or we
that
can make a
should-
quick video if you want to do like an update.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool if we do
Yeah.
that, EriKa. If you
Come on,
we'll do a
videotape
quick,
it and put it out.
like a
I can do that.
2 minute, right? A PSA on the fact that Dirk is
I can do
coming
that.
up and we got dates for him. So stay tuned. We're probably gonna have more of the actors involved in the Stranded Warrior, our fan film, our Battlestar fan film. They'll be letting us know as we get closer to Shore Leave, which is in July in Lancaster. So as soon as that happens, we'll put the word out, and then maybe you host the segment. And you know what? Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it offline, so that you could put a little thing together. I will host it, and it'll be like 5 minutes. We'll bring one at a time, and we'll do a little thing, and we'll help advertise the fact that Shore Leave is up. They're doing they're taking care of us. They're really going out of their way to have us there and screening us. So that's really cool.
Awesome. I would love to be there with you guys at Shore Leave, but I don't know what I'm going to be doing. I may end up at a con here. It's in July, so I think we have GalaxyCon Raleigh in July that I'm going to try and get to.
Oh wow!
cool.
Yeah, Galaxy cons are really big.
I'm going to try and get to a GalaxyCon Raleigh.
If you
So
did that, that'd be really cool.
Yeah.
definitely.
EriKa, what you got to start doing is if you're once your ankle's healed up and you're ready to go, you got to let us know so that we can work through Tipsy and get you media passes to go to the con, and maybe you do a little recording and stuff like that.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Tipsy
Absolutely. I can do
Toaster
live
Productions will do
videos from
that.
them. Absolutely.
All right, cool. So let's start working on that as an angle. And thank you for coming on. Thank you for looking out
Not
for
a
us and
problem.
being part of the team and having
Not a
our
problem.
conversation, right? Our little
Our
convention
little talks.
conversations.
Our little talks.
Yeah.
You are amazing.
Well, EriKa, get better. I know that it's been a trying time. I know that there's been some losses involved and the like, but 2026 hopefully will get better as you go through your healing process. I think things should get better. So
And
here's
Yes.
to you. Thank you
and,
for
and the doc,
No problem, guys.
Doc Coddle, who will be replacing your ankle with Cylon technology.
He really wants
don't
her.
listen.
He really wants.
Oh.
He wants this colonial warrior to turn Cylon. It's
That's
not.
right.
not happening. Not
Every
happening.
every little bit of electronics we can put into you, we can rebuild you. $6 million
All right, that's a $6
EriKa.
million. Yes, that's right. EriKa, take care. All the best.
Take care,
Stay
guys.
in touch.
Yep.
Thank you.
Have a
I
great one.
will.
Fans for the fleet.
All right. Well, that's always kind of refreshing. It's a little bit of a break in the things that we usually do, and that's kind of fun.
And that's kind of a new segment we just started recently too. So
yeah, so it's great. In the green room,
here comes
we
the fun.
have a bunch of
You say a
filmmakers,
bunch.
award
You
winners.
ain't kidding.
Yeah, no kidding.
So here, hey, Pete.
Yeah. as the Tipsy Toaster is creating a new app, I have the distinct pleasure of then setting up our guests, Church of Phil, an award-winning dark comedy horror feature film about a theater maintenance man who accidentally creates a cult. I saw it, I enjoyed it, had a great time with it. So I'm going to tell you how I got to see it. Right, it was one of the lucky 13 films that were screened at the last Shockfest Film Festival in Las Vegas back November 13th of 2025. I was there, shared the stage with them, got to meet them. It was a lot of fun, and so the director's with us. Derwin Delita is here. And I believe I have somewhere a picture that I took with them, and I know Derwin was a part of that. I believe that we have the lead. The star was Patrick McGrath. He's with us, slash producer. So if you go on IMDb, it's there. So that's not a secret. And it's good because we can have a little bit of insight on what it is to be the lead, but also have, cast and crew above the line, which is interesting in and of itself. Desiree Manley was Lily, and I think we may or may not have Paul. I think was supposed to come on. If he does, I don't see him in the green room, but maybe he'll come on afterwards. And he played Sydney. He was scheduled to come, but I'm sure you guys you'll give me an update on what the deal is, and so it'll be interesting. So we'll find out what it was like to put this together. They'll tell us, how long it took, production wise, and then being able to see it up on a big screen, which sometimes at film festivals you don't get to see. We got to see our films at the AMC theater, and it was glorious. I mean, I was watching, whether it was mine or for that matter, the Church of Phil. It was like you're watching a regular movie. You're just in a movie theater watching a movie, and it is something that blows your mind because, usually you just get to watch it at home. You watch it on your monitor, or you're editing. So that's a cool experience. I want to hear from, the team here, and they'll tell us what that must have been like. I'm sure it was similar, but and then of course they've won other awards. So we'll discuss other awards and other film festivals. And if you go to their Facebook and social media, you'll see, they've gone to a lot of these screenings and the like. So it's really cool. I think I see Paul was on for a second, so I'm sure he'll be with us. And, it's not a simple thing, guys, to actually write and produce and direct a feature-length film. It's a daunting task. So I want to know, how that feels from a fellow filmmaker. And we're going to find out where they're going to go with this. Like, where is the future? Where does a feature film like this go now that it's, done and more or less the film festival circuit? We'll find out, how much more there's left of that. And then, what happens to it, and what are the trials and tribulations of doing that. So Church of Phil, there's a trailer out there. We'll find out if we can screen that trailer. If they tell us it's a go, we'll put that on as well. So that'd be kind of cool, just to have that up and give you guys a taste for it. I think you guys get a kick out of it. We've talked a lot about different genres, right? We like sci-fi, and we touch upon a little bit of the horror, and this is a little bit of a dark film, but I don't know. I thought it was good. I enjoyed it. I really did. I would have paid money to see it if it was just, in the theater in and of itself. So, you guys, if you get a chance, we'll find out where can we see Church of Phil. So that's all coming in the horizon. And then at the end of our show, of course, we will have Bran will be on, and he'll give us his input on Star Trek and let us know what's going on up in Denver. He's from Denver. We all know that. So he'll tell us there's a convention that they do up there that we've been to as well, and we'll see what that how that's playing out. But we're just waiting.
We're really close, Pete. Just give me 1 second.
Really, really close. Tipsy Toaster's telling me, I think you guys heard that. So he's making allowances for a 4-panel guest. We don't usually do that. So it's taken him a little bit out of his norm, out of his comfort zone, but we're gonna do that, no problem. And it's gonna be very interesting, guys. We don't usually have the input that we're gonna get, right? So we're gonna have leads, the characters, the director, all here at once, and we're gonna we'll pass it around. We'll pass the baton. We'll hear stories, input, whatever it is that they want to tell us about their roles, who they are, what they did,
You
and what
asked
else
for it,
they
you
might
got
be
it.
doing. And we got it. Well, welcome everyone to IFB Interfleet Broadcasting. How are you?
And
Doing great.
Excited.
Excellent,
turn that on.
excellent. Well,
Excited.
Paul, I got to tell you, Paul, thank you for making sure that Paul built all the bridges at Shockfest. When you go to a film festival, it can get really busy very quickly, and everybody wants your attention, especially when you're winning, like we both, all of us did. But Paul, you were adamant about making sure that you introduced me to everybody that was there, and I appreciate that. Thank you for doing that, and here we are. So, guys, let me start.
Get stuck with me alone. That would not make the best podcast, I don't think. These guys are where the entertainment's at.
No, it's a combined effort always. It takes a village. It takes a village, Paul. Derwin, you directed. I believe you also wrote. So let's start off with you, and then you'll pass the baton. But tell us a little bit about your perspective on being an award winner now with Church of Phil.
Ooh, can you hear me?
Absolutely.
An award winner. That's interesting. Well, it's kind of a 13 years now odyssey to begin with, because we started with a short film that we shot in 2013. It ended up being too long. It was like 40 minutes long. It was too long for film festivals, so we wanted to expand that into a feature film. But that version got kaput. Like actors left, and it kind of just fizzled out. And then, but at the beginning, during the pandemic, we started to like turn the wheels of like, oh, maybe we can just start it over with a fresh start, and make some adjustments. And fortunately and unfortunately, the theater that I worked at closed because of the pandemic, but that gave us a little bit of an advantage in terms of a location that we could shoot at, just add that extra production value to a feature film. Like people don't usually like to see like things shot in people's houses, just simple backyard stuff. So adding that production element was really special. the theater didn't end up surviving the pandemic, and it kind of shuttered. Uh, the district manager allowed us to film there, and we were able to film there every weekend if we wanted to, and we were just really fortunate. And then a lot of the actors here are my friends, and we kind of just built on it for a good year and a half of filming, and that's where last year we submitted to film festivals, and that's how you got to see it, Pete.
Well, that's great, and it took you a long time. It's a labor of love. Now, doing a short is one thing, but working a feature is a total different animal. But I'm glad that you guys persevered. And Patrick, you did a heck of a job as the lead, man. Why don't you tell us a little bit about how you found your way into Church of Phil?
Thank you. Yes, I found my way into Church of Phil having worked with Derwin in the past. We've been school chums since high school, and we worked with a lot of our other friends who also worked on Church of Phil as well in the past. We've worked on a lot of other projects. I've been in this project since the original short. We started shooting that 2012, finished 2013, like Derwin said, and so I've been living with Phil for quite a long time, and thank you for saying I did such a good job with this because Derwin wrote the character for me. And if I may say so, the character Phil himself is somewhere of a midpoint between Derwin and myself. So it's something that we were both very familiar with. And uh, the script itself turned out to be very good, and we were surrounded by a lot of enthusiastic people and very generous people. So that helped to keep the mood up all along the way through all the tiring times.
How long was the shoot? The whole thing, what we saw at Shockfest. How long did that take you to put together?
It was about a year and a half. It was May 2023 till August 2024.
Wow.
Yeah, but we took breaks off in between. It was weekends and nights, not absolutely every single day, but yeah, that's how much time.
Wow, that's incredible. So let's I would love to hear a little bit from Desiree before we go to Paul.
Hi, yeah. I didn't get to meet you at Shockfest, so it's so nice to meet you now.
The pleasure
Here.
is mine. Welcome to IFB. I mean, it gets crazy at the festivals, that's no one's fault, but fill us in on your character, tell us, your experiences, a little bit of background on yourself, please.
Sure. I worked on the pilot, I guess now 14 years ago, something like that. I played Lily then. I had auditioned for the role, and that's how I ended up becoming friends with everybody here. So it's just been a wonderful journey with that. And then Derwin contacted me during COVID, during the pandemic, and said, I think we're going to bring it back. We're going to make this a feature. And I was so excited. So we sat down. We actually did our first table read through Zoom because we couldn't be near each other. So we started doing rehearsals that way. And then when we finally got to go into production, it just felt a little surreal because it had taken us so long to actually get to that point. Derwin was lucky enough to have at least some of us still living in California able to shoot the feature. And for me, building my character was just amazing. I love my character. She's so sparky. I like her a lot.
Well, how did your character change in any way from, like you said, the pilot, and it's over a year, sometimes, with any of you, I mean, you're up the base, but what, how is that trying to stay in that character's kind of mindset?
It was so interesting to come back to her because obviously I've done all these other things throughout, 14 years. I've worked in, different plays or, scene studies, all these different things I had worked on. And when I got to get back to Lily, I was like, oh, she's creepy. You know?
Yeah, I think so. I think that I tend to agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to get back to her. It was so fun. I rewatched our pilot when our short when I got signed back on for the feature. I was like, I made the creepiest faces in that, and I said, you know, I'm gonna bring her back into this new feature role. And it was so much fun to sit there and be her again, because she's so different than me, Lily is. So it's cool to explore a completely different type of person. You know,
cool.
How does she walk? How does she move? Like, how does she make little jokes? How does she, interact with herself and with others? It's just, she's a very cool character to have explored.
Very cool. I know, like, watching it, I could tell that, your character evolved. There's a lot of things that happen, throughout the narrative. So, your character goes through, I mean, never mind Patrick, yours as well, but it's just, there's some dramatic stuff that goes on in there, and it really kind of throws you off a little bit as the character, that journey that your character goes on. So that was it was good. It was good. I really enjoyed it. Story wise, character wise, I enjoyed the whole thing, and I'm glad I got a chance to see it. Paul, let's I'd love to hear your take on this.
My take on this. Yeah, I mean, so a lot of the story's been told already by Derwin and Desiree and Patrick. But for me, it was a really cool experience because, like the guys already said, they had kind of done this thing as a long short film many, many, many years ago. It was about 10 years prior to when we did this new table read via Zoom a few years back with the pandemic and all that sort of thing. I was not involved in the original one. I knew Patrick and Derwin. I'd never seen the original one. And although my character Sydney was in the original short, he was not played by me. So it was just very interesting because when Derwin came to us and asked us to do this table read, because I knew Derwin and another friend helped to kind of pull it together and just got a few of us actors to kind of read it out loud for Derwin. He asked me to read Sydney, which I had a read through the script before the table read to see what I was kind of up against, and it was just so well written. I was just so impressed by what Derwin had done, especially because I hadn't seen any of his work for a long, long time. Very polished, very well-written script, excellent characters, excellent distinct characters. So it really drew me to it. So as far as I was aware, I was just reading this thing for the table read via Zoom, just for fun, and it was just so good. So I just had fun with it. But the one thing that really struck me was reading with the guys, reading with Pat, reading with Desiree, even via Zoom, the chemistry, I could feel it right away, was amazing between Sydney and Desiree's character. It was just so easy and so much fun to read with them, even just like this, via Zoom. So that was something where right away I'm like, this is like, Derwin's pulled something really marvelous off here with the work he's put into this, and the characters he's crafted with the script was fantastic. So that was very appealing. But as far as I was aware, yeah, it's a table read. He's going to go away, work it some more, and do whatever he does with it. Hopefully I'll see him again in another couple of years. But a little while after that, Derwin messaged me asking if I would like to play Sydney when they actually, start to shoot the feature, which I was pretty, I thought that was a huge compliment that he didn't ask me to come and audition. He was happy just with having done the table read. And so, of course, I said yes. I wasn't sure when it would actually happen, but it did. It happened, and it just felt right away like, it felt like he wrote Sydney for me, which was amazing because he was absolutely, and if you ever get the chance to see their original short, Sydney, the private investigator in Church of Phil, in no way was written for me. Very, very different character. We made him Australian because it seemed to fit for the feature version, and his name happened to be Sydney. So when I first read it, I'm like, oh, Derwin wrote this kind of comedically as an Australian and named him Sydney because Sydney. But it wasn't the case, so it was just kind of coincidence. but I always found that quite amusing. But look, it was just so easy to get into the character. It felt like it was written for me. Working with these guys was easy. And although, like they've talked about, Pat mentioned, we shot a lot of nights, a lot of weekends for over a year. And at one stage, we had to take quite a break for Derwin to kind of find his feet and get on top of it all again, because Derwin was doing everything. You know, he wasn't just directing at the time. He's obviously there as the writer. He's there as the director. He's producing. He's doing pretty much everything because of the low budget we're working with. So at one stage, I think he needed a bit of a break, right, Derwin?
Yeah, right.
It
was getting, because we actually filmed during the week at night. So, and I had 2 jobs, so it was just really overwhelming, and not necessarily like fatiguing. It just was, I don't know, mentally, just like I think of the next day. Oh my gosh, I have to, work 2 jobs and then do this again. It's really takes a toll on you. So I really didn't need those like 1 or 2 months off to recharge. So.
And it's amazing that Derwin, you're able to pull it off, because again, that's so much. We're on set, we're shooting, we're doing our one thing. We're acting, we're doing we did our own wardrobe, we did our own makeup and hair and stuff like that. And if you've seen any of my stuff, you can probably tell. But at the end of the day, we're on set just shooting. That's all we have to worry about. Derwin and anyone else who's had directing experience, even if you're only there as a director, you're thinking about a million things, and it's stressful, it's insane. So, I mean, absolute admiration that Derwin was able to do so much. But, we did take this break, and at one stage, I'm like, when are we going to get back to it, guys? I kind of just wanted to wrap it up and finish, because like you guys were talking about with Pete and Desiree, when you spend too long away from a character, it's kind of like, oh, now I've got to get back into where I was at with this character and try to pick it up and maintain a sense of continuity with the character. So taking that break, I found a little difficult as far as my character. But once we got back into it, it wasn't a problem at all. And it got to the stage where probably about the year mark of principal photography, where I was kind of like, I don't actually want to finish shooting this. I love working with these guys. I love working with my friends. And I was kind of like thinking, man, I wish this was a series or something, so we could just keep shooting. Because by that stage, it's like, it's how much better for an actor can it be just shooting with your friends every weekend. So yeah, it was kind of that sort of experience. It was very, very easy to do. So yeah, it was just awesome. Hopefully we can do more.
Okay, so then, doing more.
Next question.
Does that mean, is there more to Church of Phil? More, in the general sense of making more films with the cast and crew you have here, or all of the above? I don't know. Talk to me, guys. Where do you go? I mean, have you finished the festival circuit, Derwin? Is it done?
Yes and no. If we end up getting distribution, a lot of the film festivals don't want you to have your movie online, so we're gonna have to see what happens with distribution. But we have there's still about 40 film festivals that we can hear back from, and possibly be on one of their schedules. So it could happen where we get into another film festival, but I really want to get distribution as soon as possible so that we can, just get, the ball rolling in terms of what's next on the docket in terms of a short film or a feature film.
So how do you approach the distribution model, Derwin? Are you campaigning, or do you how do you approach that?
At one of the film festivals, it's called Happy Fright Film Festival it was at Fillmore in California. They had a whole bunch of short films and I think a feature film that had distribution already. So I was just asking them how did you do this? Do you have contacts or someone we can talk to? And eventually I was able to get contact, and I have been going back and forth with a distribution from there. But also on top of that, you can just contact distribution productions or not productions, but just distributors in general. You just email them, just say, hey, I have a movie that can maybe fit into your lineup. Like, just go through the catalog of films, and you can kind of see, oh, well, they do a lot of sci-fi, or they do a lot of horror, or they do a lot of comedy. So, pick a couple of those and just email them, and hey, I think my film really can fit in, and they'll if they're interested, they'll converse with you, and you can have a back and forth, and that's usually how it goes. Or you can go to a sales agent, which I think is a little harder, because the sales agents want to have, like, a name actor, or like your movie has to fit into a certain genre to be able to sell to a distributor. So,
or a career to build on too beforehand, right?
Yeah, right.
Interesting.
But yeah.
So guys, are any of you actually in SAG? Are you SAG actors or not?
Yeah.
So Paul,
No.
you are. So Derwin, I assume you got a SAG waiver, or yeah, so you did get a SAG
Yeah,
waiver.
we went through SAG and got it was through their lowest tier micro budget. We were able to get like a micro budget agreement with SAG, and we were able, I think Paul's in SAG, so we had to get that waiver to be able for him to work on the film. And there's, I think, one other actor that's in SAG in the movie.
Well, Desiree, you just said that you are, right?
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Desiree. Yeah.
I was eligible at the time,
Oh.
so I was on that risky must join, like, teeter totter. Have you ever heard of must joins?
No.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah, I have.
worst.
Yeah.
You can sit in that little coast of SAG-E forever if you want. You get your vouchers, you become eligible, you can just sit in there. It's your sweet spot as an actor, because you can do union, non-union, all of that. But once you do, like with my role here at Church of Phil, then you become a must join when you have like a certain amount of lines, and there's another actor in the project that's SAG. Thanks, Paul.
I had no idea. I ruined it for you. No more non-union. You don't want to do non-union features, though, anyway, right?
Yeah, it's
Who
cool.
needs
SAG
those?
is just it's a really good union, of course, to be in. But yeah, working in the tier, the non-union, the SAG-E's, and then the must joins, and then the SAGs. It's kind of interesting when you're on a project like ours, because we also had we had the strikes happening in the middle of our filming, so we actually had to go on pause because we didn't know.
No, we were actually we were allowed to, because we were on the lowest tier.
budget, yeah.
We were allowed to shoot during this.
You guys made sure that you got clearance from and they said yes, in writing.
Yeah.
The proper budget feature is allowed to continue. So that was very fortunate for us that while there was nothing else going on, we got to do this.
Yes.
Yeah, and we were in a little pause for a little bit. It was I don't know, how long was it, Patrick? It was 3 or 4 weeks before you got the okay, yes, we are okay to continue filming.
Well, Derwin just double checked with someone from the agency, because we were already in the micro budget status. He wanted to double check to make sure micro budget is protected during the strike. So that took maybe a week or two to hear back officially.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so we did not work during that time. We were like, we don't want to be shut down.
Right.
We're gonna wait. And then we got to go back, which was great for us. And
that's cool.
Yeah, and all of our locations were where we shot. It was all on location, filming. So we're at all of these different places around Camarillo, Ventura County, and all of us live in different areas. So we're having to commute, and then we're like, is this legal? Can we keep filming? Like, because we all just drove really far. But it worked out. It was great. And yeah, we had, how many locations do you think we had total for this?
A lot. I know that. Just from watching, I
Yeah.
could tell there's a lot.
I've intended to
Pat would
gone
know.
through. I have intended to officially gone through and count, but I haven't done that yet. So off the top of my head, I would say at least 20.
Yeah, and it looks it.
20 separate. Some of them are places that are doubling up, like one particular house is standing in for maybe three different places, and another house is standing in for three other different places. But yeah, I'd say between 15 and 20 separate locations.
That's awesome. Look, it shows, right? So you can't help when your audience is fellow filmmakers. You spot things and you see things and you're like, wow, man, where's that? How did they get that? Oh, they're in a theater. What? And they're in a building. They're in a. Oh my God, you're doing things, and it shows on on the big screen. Tell me, you have to go around. You got to tell me, guys, what was it like to see it on the big screen?
Who wants to go first?
Who wants to go first?
Probably Derwin.
Well, the first private screening was those first two were incredible. Like, I don't know.
Oh, the actual ones. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Those were great.
No.
Those are great.
Private screenings.
Our friends and family screening.
Yeah,
their friends and family screenings were like that.
You actually,
yeah, that was a dream come true.
You stayed in the theater for those ones, didn't you, Derwin? The friends and family screening. You stayed in the theater for the whole movie during those private screenings?
No.
Yeah, did you actually stay in it?
No. I was in and out.
Like, outside, and we're like, "Where's Derwin?" Like, he doesn't want to watch his movie.
He never stays in. I've gone out a few times at the film festivals, and he's standing out there. I'm like, come in and see,
Like,
see the people laughing and enjoying this.
He doesn't have to see it, Desiree. He lived it.
He lived it, exactly.
That's right. He lived it. What about the rest? All right, so Desiree, you're up. What was it like, seeing it on a big screen for the first time?
Whew, it was pretty amazing because we had done the short. We did screen at a movie theater, a small one, and we had done that many years ago. But this was a whole different beast. I mean, this was a feature film. Right when you start, you see Pat McGrath, and then you see Desiree Manley, and I was just like, that's my name, and it's so big. And then when you see like your characters coming out and you see all of our hard work, because I didn't, once I was wrapped acting, that was it. I didn't see anything. I would see little scenes here or there Derwin would show me to keep up my morale, because I would have little meltdowns of, how is it going? And he would send me a scene like, it's fine, everything's good. So it was so cool to see literally all of our work just come together. And because there were times I was like, can you see the boom? You can't see the boom. The boom's not even in, like it just was so cool. I was so proud of us. I was so proud of us seeing how our characters really worked so well together, and you don't know it until you see it all, So for me, it was just completely surreal. I've seen it now so many times, and each time I'm so proud of us.
As you should be. I mean, you accomplished a lot. You've gotten it out, and it's tremendous. I'd never seen the Tower Protocol our short on a movie screen at an AMC theater, right? It was tremendous. You always watching it on on the smaller screens, and never on that guy. I was like, wow, this is, and our timing was good. I think we did a really good job editing, which was the Tipsy Toaster, and the special effects, and then it was like, wow, this is good. I was humbled. It was really, really, fun to watch. I mean, I was watching your stuff, but you guys, I mean, your movies and the other ones, everything else that's screened, right? I mean, it looked like it should have been on a screen to me. It's just that when it's yours, you're like, oh my God, it's like, wow, look at that. That's just something. But so you've done screenings, right, in festivals. You've won a bunch of awards. Patrick, where does that leave you now? Where do you go from here? And then I'm gonna double back. You guys mentioned something about school, so I'm gonna touch on that later. But I just wanted to hear, where's your mindset? Where are you going?
For me, my mindset is recuperating and moving on. I'm 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 preparing to audition for new projects to get in more productions. Specifically, I'm a member of two different improv groups here in Ventura County. I'm a member of the Caneo Improv Players and also Free Range Comedy. And Free Range Comedy has multiple shows going on all throughout Ventura County, all throughout the year. And Caneo Improv Players has about 4 shows a year. So we're preparing for Caneo Improv Players' first 2 shows of the year, which are happening next month. So I'm always active with them. That's always a good creative outlet for me and a good community. And members of both of those groups are in Church of Phil also, which was very fun and very heartwarming and cathartic for me to have them come out and donate their time and their energy. And best of all, I can spot all of them on screen, so they're all visible whenever they show up. But yeah, I am planning to go out and audition more, take some more improv classes to sharpen the skills that I already have and strengthen the skills that I have. And I'm I'm always sharing job opportunities that I see when I find them on Instagram. I'll share them in a story. If there's another local production, if somebody is gearing up for cast or crew, I give them a share in the story. Then it's up for the 24 hours. And then if I think that something is especially pertinent to anybody that I know, I'll send it to them directly. So I'm always trying to help out people that I know, and I hope that they help out in return because they have helped a lot for this and other stuff that I've been a part of. So onward and upward, hopefully.
I absolutely, I believe in karma. I believe in what goes around comes around. So kudos to you for that. But you had early mentioned that you and Derwin were in school together, and that you guys had built, like a bond of sorts. Was that film school? Was that what school were you guys in?
High school.
High school.
Yeah. Adolfo Camarillo High School. We were in the video production class there.
Ah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And so we were able to rent cameras and work on our own projects. The reason why I started talking to him in the first place is because he and some other friends were editing a comedy video called The Quest for the Evil Cup of Non-Biodegradability. And they were sampling music and sound effects from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. And my ears perked up across the classroom and I said, what the hell is this? I need to be a part of whatever these guys are doing. And we've been friends ever since. And I've been doubly glad that we've been able to work on stuff together ever since.
Ah, that's cool. That's awesome. That's really cool.
We've been working on stuff at least once a year, just to just to keep this, the skills and the
stay warm.
Stay warm, right?
Yeah.
So, look,
and I hope it continue in the future too.
Yeah.
As it should. Success, should just, like you said, upwards and onwards. Let's talk a little bit about one of the big controversial issues that is not going away anytime soon, guys. Opinions on AI.
Silence.
Right? Look, we're here. We're all your actors, producers, directors, right? And
Voice
AI
art,
is here to stay. How like how does that play with you? I mean, SAG actors, Patrick, you were the lead in this feature film. Derwin, you directed. Does that mean, do you feel like there's an issue with this? Do you feel that it's just a tool? I mean, you got to tell me. We want to hear it because it always comes up. Our guests always bring it up, and we always kind of seem to talk about it. And I know it's loaded, but you gotta let's give us a little bit of your insight on it.
I think it's a tool. I, in my own work, would never replace a real actor for an AI character. That's just me. Like, I've only gone so far as to use AI to remove background audio from dialogue. That's as far as I go. I like I like seeing real actors interact with each other, and I like cultivating characters and cultivating takes and working, with an actor. I just can't see myself doing anything else. So it's a tool. If it's there for people that can't afford, CGI or like to replace something in the background. But for me, I can't really, in good conscience, like really use it like too much in my own work. So
Yeah, well said.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
if the soon-to-be Skynet is listening or watching this anytime in the future, yeah, I'm a big fan. Love AI. AI overlords.
I don't mind my visual or physical appearance being digitalized onto.
If that does not come to be, then yeah, absolutely, I have a lot of disdain for it.
Cylons rule.
Honestly, I agree with Dylan. Like when we started shooting, and there would be like occasionally issues with recording audio, and Dylan would comment, "I can fix that with AI." At first, I was like, "Ooh, AI! Like you using it at all?" But there are a lot of really great applications for AI, not just in filmmaking, obviously around like medical, and there's so many really, really, really great applications where it can really help and improve upon or do things that we could never do before, just in terms of humanity across so many industries. It just seems to be like right now, the level of regulation is so, low, non-existent. So it's like, yeah, in creative areas, I think it's a huge concern with writing. I think, like, yeah, if you're making a movie and you're not going to use AI to create your leads and stuff like that, most of the time, some people do. There are obviously complete 100% AI films. I'm not sure how I feel. I know how I feel about that, but I'm not going to discourage anyone doing anything creative. But I like to use real humans. But yeah, I just think like the lack of regulation across many industries right now, and the lack of government oversight or anything else, it seems like it's something that potentially terrifying on a large scale, and everybody's just like, oh, but look, I can create cute little things on Instagram and TikTok.
Instagram, yeah.
It's like it's become such a novelty that it's got everybody's focus away from the potentially large catastrophic issues with AI, which people like James Cameron are warning us all now, as if they hadn't already decades ago. So, it's possibly a really big issue for humanity. But in terms of filmmaking, I think it's a tool to help improve and to help, with smaller tasks, cleaning up audio, cleaning up vision, digital makeup, things like that, but it makes the work a lot easier. Some special effects, well, I'm not sure how kind of special effects artists would feel about that. But as far as performance, it's obviously, for me, something that I don't want to see more actors, whether it's a small role, whether it's background actors, extras, or, the leads, ever being replaced by AI. And we will see it, maybe not entirely, but, we'll see it more and more in different forms of filmmaking, I think. And I don't love it.
Okay, fair enough.
Let me go down off my soapbox for a moment.
That's what we're here for. However, one of the other things that we usually bring up, typically on IFB, depending on, who our guests are, you guys are perfect for what I'm going to mention now. Film school. How important do you guys think it is to attend film school? Acting
or acting school, yeah.
Acting, we already discussed. What we've heard from Desiree, Patrick, I think Paul, all agree that honing your skills and getting coaching and getting doing that and keep maintaining. Okay, but what about film school in and of itself? Derwin or anyone else, what do you think of that? Is that something that's passe? Just watch YouTube and make a movie, or what do you think?
I myself went to New York Film Academy out here in Los Angeles. I would say it was good for me just to get that feedback from other filmmakers, because we had obviously our comedy troupe you know, but it's something to hear from like a stranger, like what you're like feedback from a stranger. So it was good to hear just from a, you know, other students or a teacher just say to, hey, how am I doing? Am I progressing as a filmmaker? But other than that, like you said, you can just go on YouTube, look up camera settings, and just go from there and just make stuff with your friends, you know, much like what we did, and just keep doing that. You know, do what you love, and you know, find what you can contribute to cinema, or you know, whatever you want to do, and eventually you'll find it. You need some time to do it. So
Good.
yeah,
That's good words. I like that.
Yeah, learning the technical aspects is a lot more achievable now with online tutorials, YouTube, and stuff like that. But would you say this is probably, it's been a little while since I've written or directed anything, but would you say, Derwin, that it's still, as far as having the storytelling, and that's something that you absolutely excelled at in your script, the storytelling is something that really, like, you know, learning how to really do that effectively, and then getting the feedback and learning how to really get it all sorted out, because it's like starting with a good script is obviously essential to actually pulling off a successful film. You can learn the technical aspects and all that sort of thing, you know, without a lot of coaching potentially, but actually learning the storytelling. Is that something that you reckon film school would be still vital for? That's kind of my feeling.
yeah. If the program, if that's what the program entails, then yeah, for sure. Like I would talk to the, you know, the actual people that put together the program, and see if they actually have like a, you know, a decent screenwriter and story. You know, I don't know what the teachers are these days for those courses, but yeah, like I think it would be a good thing to go to film school for that. But
is that where
I
you
think
go?
a lot of it is just watching what's out there, and maybe not even just doing that, not even doing what's been done. Just try to do something, you know, what's inside of you only, and you know, that's it.
Is that how Church of Phil came about? So I never really asked you, but I mean, like I keep saying, it's such a magnificently polished script with incredibly unique characters. So that
Yeah,
wasn't
kind of. I mean, like,
that was just like you being a film buff and knowing films.
yeah, right. Well, Life of Brian was a huge inspiration on Church of Phil, but
Oh yeah.
yeah, but but yeah, like while I was writing, I'm like, oh, that's been kind of been done. So what if I do this twist in a different way? You know, and a lot of that was just watching movies with Patrick, and you know, just knowing that, just going through this, you know, the things that I remember from different movies. Oh, I like that. I don't like that, and you just kind of make your own style, you know, over the years. So that's kind of how Phil came about.
Cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
Tipsy, were you able to get a link to the trailer?
Yeah.
I have it.
Play
Yep,
it.
I have it.
Yeah. Can you run that for us? It'd be
Give
kind of
me
fun.
1 second. Hang on. Do the
All right,
stretchy
cool. We're gonna come back, and I'm gonna ask you about funding, guys, as we wrap up our segment. So I did get I rewatched your trailer twice before you came on, and I really enjoyed it, and it brought back the movie. So I was like, oh yeah, that's right. And full confession, I was one of those guys that walked out of, I had to take a couple of breaks, take some calls during the festival, but I sat for your entire film. For whatever it's worth.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so
Pete?
Yay.
I mean, it
That's
just
awesome.
happened. I was like, I had to find out what's going on. I had to know what happened.
You
The
left,
Church
you
of
would
Phil's
miss
like,
so
what the
much.
heck? And I knew if I missed any, it wouldn't work, so I had to stay.
There are a couple of moments where if you miss something, you will be completely lost in what's happening. Yes.
Completely
Right. So
lost,
I was
that's
like,
true.
no, I
Yeah.
stayed. There was one other feature. I mean, there weren't a lot of features, but there was another feature that I stayed for, and I didn't regret that for 1 second as well. But kudos to all
Ready
of
whenever
you.
you are.
All right, let's go to your trailer.
We're gonna go to the trailer. We're gonna watch the trailer.
Let's watch the trailer.
We're gonna go to the trailer, or you can go to the trailer, but we need to watch the trailer. Here we go.
You need to stop drinking.
Nope, never.
How was your sleep?
Like it or not, you are a cult leader, Phil.
Get this out of here.
Excellent. Bravo. Oh my God. Really a lot of fun, guys. So I think it's safe to say that for now, we discussed earlier, Derwin, that if we don't get a chance to see it at an upcoming screening at a festival, the goal is you're shooting for distribution. So it'll be streaming. So guys, for now, right now, unless you get to a festival that it's screening, you're not going to be able to see it. Hopefully, though, very near future, it'll be streaming on one of the platforms that are out there. I didn't get a chance to ask you guys about funding. How did you fund it?
You're looking at it.
Yeah, that was that was part
it's
of
Derwin and me.
that was part of the two jobs.
Yeah.
I actually funded the entire movie with my two jobs and
me.
And I was also Patrick.
Excellent.
Like, don't forget.
No, well done. All right, so last round.
Well, and also people driving on their own accord,
right?
With their own money.
And
so
sweat equity, a lot of sweat equity. Yeah,
right.
There's a lot.
Yeah, but the most important part of the whole film is got to be catering.
Catering.
Yes.
Yes.
Lots of
100%.
Craft service.
Yeah, craft services.
Craft service. I had so much Red Bull and peanut butter cups. That was everything I ate.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Didn't we have
All
those
right.
dairy-free peanut butter cups that Patrick got somewhere? We had,
vegan, yeah.
Yeah.
They were-
What?
yeah,
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
good.
There is a really great company called Chomp Chocolates, and they make dairy-free, cruelty-free candies and chocolates, and they are currently on the ropes because of the tariffs and how difficult it is to acquire cocoa beans. But they are the company is pivoting, and they are still making other things as best as they can. I wanted to provide as much good things and substantial quality, but also things that last and don't melt. So I wanted to get as much of that as possible for everybody who came out for us. And Derwin was always generous enough to lend his credit card when we went out to restaurants or ordered from places to bring them to set when we ate.
Mm-hmm.
Well
yeah,
done,
we
guys.
always had good dinners when it was dinner time. Thank you, Derwin.
Of course.
All right.
the
Last
least I can
round
do.
then. We always ask our guests what their favorite genre is, and maybe some of their top TV or films that inspired them.
What
So
inspired you?
Patrick, let's start with you this time. Favorite genre and the films or TV that inspired you.
Yeah, my favorite genre, it's either got to be comedy or horror. So if I may, comedy horror,
Cool.
slash into that. And yeah, I've been in love with both of them for as long as I could pay attention to whatever was on the screen. So one of my favorite mixes of both has got to be the musical movie adaptation of Little Shop of Horrors.
Ooh.
Okay.
Because it's very funny and it's very scary, and I love the music in it, but it's so well made. The Audrey 2 puppets in it are incredible. It holds up still, even from being produced in 1986. The Jim Henson Company and Frank Oz directing, making increasingly different shapes and sizes of the Audrey 2s are phenomenal, and the cast working with it and with each other make it funny enough and a lighthearted touch to to cut in with the bloodthirsty mean green mother from outer space.
Cool. All right, good one. All right, Derwin, you're up next.
Oof. I wouldn't say I have a favorite genre, but my favorite movie of all time is Dawn of the Dead, the original version, 1978. It's a horror, but it's also, yeah, as Patrick knows, he introduced it to me. There's a lot of comedy bits to it, and has like a good commentary on like society and social, stuff. So that's where I get. I think that's where I got a lot of my sensibilities from that movie. So I wouldn't say I have a favorite genre, but I am writing like a sci-fi, like a dystopian thing. I know you guys love sci-fi, so I am. That's like my baby, and hopefully that'll be done pretty soon. Hopefully this year.
Got to come back for that one.
Second baby.
Yeah.
All right, who's up next?
Well, it's Paul or me. You want to go
Desiree's
first,
on the
Paul?
screen right now, so
Go ahead,
I'm on
Desiree.
you're on this. Oh, okay. Hi, I'm on the screen. Let's see. I like horror and thriller. Those are my two genres I like. I've always liked those. I don't know why. I just live through the nightmares. It's fine. And let's see. A couple of my favorite. Recently, I really like everything directed by Mike Flanagan. He did Midnight Mass and Haunting at Hill House. Oh yeah, those are so good, so good.
Yeah.
And I was so lucky. I got to go and see him and some of the other cast and crew talking at a panel at the Emmy Academy a couple of years ago, and it was so cool hearing how they did a lot of their shots. I mean, he would use one camera and follow the actors into all the different rooms, and then there'd be another actor, and he would do it all in one shot. It was so phenomenal, with still maintaining suspense in the scene. It was just so on point. I really love it. So he's probably my favorite currently, besides Derwin, of course. And then one of my favorite movies was Black Swan, because I liked the struggle of trying to maintain sanity and mental illness and still trying to be a performer and like show these vulnerable sides of you. It just seemed like this dual personality that that movie exhibited that I absolutely loved, and you couldn't figure it out, so I really like that one.
Cool. Excellent. Last but not least, Paul.
I thought about this earlier today because I'm like, I wonder what we're going to talk about. I'm like, they're going to ask us our favorite movies. I had a hunch. So I was trying to think about it because I always find it's a question that can kind of stump me because, I like any genre if it's a really good movie.
I can see a whole lot of cool stuff behind you. This is Star Wars.
There's a little Star Wars card, and then some Transformers back there. I love the 2007 Transformers Michael Bay movie. Suffice to say, as I was an 80s Transformers kid. So, yeah, anything that grabs my childhood and throws it back at me as an adult and lets me enjoy some of that again is always fun. But my favorite films, I think there's still going to be ones that, when you're much younger, like early teens and that, it seemed like the things you loved back then really stick with you. So for me, I got to say, the original Jurassic Park, Terminator 2, and then going back and seeing the original 1984, The Terminator, they're probably the easiest for me to say are my favorites. So they fall into certain genres. Although if you think about The Terminator, you're looking at it's brilliant, amazing storytelling. It also crosses so many different genres. It's kind of like a monster chase film. It's a sci-fi film. It's an action film. And it's kind of a romance love story as well. So that's the one thing I think that James Cameron just knocked it out of the park with The Terminator, the original one, which is probably why it has 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. But yeah, they're kind of my favorites. As far as anything recent, there's so much amazing quality content now. I struggle to kind of remember everything because we're just consuming so much. But right now I'm totally into, I think, season 3 of The Diplomat on Netflix with Kerry Russell. and Rufus Sewell, and it's just amazing, solid television with incredible performances. Yeah, I don't know. It's spans a few different genres and stuff like that, but that's where I'm at right now.
Very cool. Well, guys, thank you for taking the time out and visiting, stopping in here at IFB, and we're always open to follow-ups. We'd like to know where you're going to be. Let's say, for example,
sci-fi film we're waiting
yeah, the sci-fi film you're working on, or any other projects that you guys might be on, that might be related, whether it be horror, whether it be sci-fi, etc., and you want to come back, we want to talk more about it, or the great news that you're streaming, that the movie's actually going to be out, and you have a date for us, right? So Church of Phil is going to be released on streaming, whatever. That would be great to come back and we talk some more about it. And I mean, you guys are out there and you're working and you're doing so. Please return. Please keep us in mind. We're here for you. I think filmmakers, especially since we all come from that world, need to support each other. So thank you very, very much. Congratulations, and don't forget about us as you rise up. And when you get up to the top, don't forget that the little guys are down here, guys.
Right back at you, Pete.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much, Pete.
It was amazing. Thank you.
Thank
was
you,
so
Pete.
nice to meet you. Thank you for having us.
And,
thank you, Tipsy Toaster.
No problem. Thanks again. Once again, I'm in the background here, so you can't see me, but it's
you're doing important stuff.
Yeah, it's so important that you keep doing what you're doing. I mean, we always tell this to everybody that comes on the show, that you've created something that is going to last for a very long time, long past our shelf life. So it is something that's cool, something that, 100 years from now, maybe somebody will watch it. Maybe they'll say, "Oh my God, look at this," or maybe they'll say, "That's pretty cool." So that is something that you've created, something, your acting abilities, your directing abilities, your writing abilities, those things are all there, and it's going to be cemented in time, in history, in this channel, on your movies, everything else. It's so important that we get this out, and it's so important that those people out there that have these ideas, or the drive that you went beyond. You had an idea, and you created something. You had the ability to act, and you created something. It's so important that if you want to do something, do it. Don't just sit back and, wow, I have this great idea for a movie. That idea will never get made unless you do something. And y'all did something. So congratulations. It's fantastic that you, and keep doing it. Don't stop. We're here for you. We want to see you succeed. And we look forward to seeing what's next. So here's to you.
Thank you. Thanks, Pete. Thanks, Chris.
Vance, fuel the fleet, guys. Congrats, and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Take care. You too.
All right. See, that's a lot of fun.
Oh, it's great.
Right?
I mean, once again, it's so important.
We get the flavor of, like everybody's like, you have the director, you have the lead who's a producer, you have the other two, supporting characters, co-leads, and it's just incredible. And they've done this, right? They've been working on it over a long period of time, so it's just fascinating.
Yeah.
I
mean, it took us forever to get.
Yeah. Right. I mean,
we had our idea, but it took forever.
It took us a long time, right? So ours is just a short. Think of like what it would take to actually do a feature length.
Maybe
right?
someday we'll know.
Yeah, someday we will. I've had the pleasure. I've worked on a couple myself. Mike May's multiplex back in 2004, and it had a limited release. This is before the streaming services and the like. I was a second AD on it, right out of School of Visual Arts, film school, and it's something, man. Working on a feature is nothing like a short, but hopefully we'll get there as well. And we have, we're looking forward to the day when we get to do that. We're working our way there. Hopefully this year. Stay tuned for news on that. We intend to actually do that so that we can have our first feature under Tipsy Toaster Productions.
And so we're looking for an audio drama by Sunday.
Well, you know what? That's interesting. We've mentioned this before. We have continued world building, and with the help and mastery of Krista Tipsy Toaster, who doesn't only run the technical aspect, the technical director of IFB, but we also, Chris also edits film, right? And he also does audio. And so this is going to be, I believe, Chris, your first audio drama that you've put together.
Yeah, I think it's our first official audio drama.
First official, yes.
And it's fun. I love audio dramas. It is. It's like playing old time radio.
It is. It's like a lot of
War
fun.
of the Worlds and all
of
those, the shadow knows kind of stuff.
That's right.
It's the Foley that's in the background and the way to build. We all listen. I listen to a lot of books. Audible. I listen to a lot of books, but I think the best thing on a book, and there's some of them that are dramatizations.
Right.
And the dramatization of a book really, you've got different actors, you've got the sounds, you've got music, you have, I just listened to a Doctor Who called Sobek, one of the shows called Sobek.
Okay,
it was fantastic.
That's a good one.
I mean, and it gives you a visual in your mind, like the audiobook does a really good job. But when you listen to it with music and everything else, you get further into the story, I believe, than you do if you just listen to somebody reading it to you. So I really enjoy the audio drama portion of this.
Yeah,
so.
I know you've always said that. That shouldn't be used. I mean, you've always been a big fan of it, and I know. I don't know if you remember, Chris. NPR had Star Wars and The Empire Strikes Back, and they had Mark Hamill as narrating. And the first one also, I believe, Carrie Fisher and I believe a couple of the others were involved in the audio drama presentation of Star Wars, the original Star Wars, like A New Hope, and it was really successful. I remember catching it on the radio a couple of times, some of the episodes, and it was phenomenal. I don't know if you ever heard any of it, but if you haven't, it is so good.
So the funny thing is I can see it in my mind. I can see it when I was a kid. I had these records. Wow, I am aging myself.
Oh, yeah.
That one of them was Star Trek. I've got to find it just because it's nostalgic. But it was it had a little looked like a cat on the front screen, and it screamed or something. It had an audio thing, but it had a book, like a comic book on the inside, and you put it on the record player, and it was an audio drama. That was probably my very first introduction to the audio drama. I still have my $6 Million Man audio drama record that I used to listen to when I was a kid. So, and it's it was just it gave me something else to think, listen to or think about. Yeah, you get to see the stuff on TV, but I think it was better to have it in your audio wise and visual. So I guess I'm more of an audio kind of guy, or audio vision.
Right. So what that means
visual.
is that by we expect that by this weekend, Sunday
we'll have it done. Yeah,
we'll be releasing Under the Desk. It is in the series, in the world building of the Tower Protocol. It is the backstory of Secret Agent Dois, and where she comes from and how she got recruited into the Tower Group. And it is it's going to be canon. It will be officially her background. You and I got to work on the screenplay itself, and there had been one there, and then you and I had to fix it up and tinker it. Yeah, we made adjustments so that it would kind of flow a little bit better with the original vision of what the Tower Protocol was and is. It was my brainchild. George and I, my cousin George Kumis and I, we've been at it just like Derwin and Patrick, for years since we were young, and we finally created this world called the Tower Protocol, and we released our first short in 2004, and then we revisited with your help. We made it happen, and so this is the audio drama background. We're going to continue. We're going to tell you through audio dramas. We're going to continue writing out the backstory of who these agents were, what is it that they're doing, and then eventually, hopefully, we're going to create it into a feature-length movie. Stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for the rest of what's going on with the Stranded
Warrior. Got a number of books coming out. Yeah.
Yep, there's a bunch of stuff that we're doing.
So
yeah,
that together too. So
yeah, we have a bunch of books
something
coming
that's
out.
fun. I mean, it's cool to have to get together and talk with fans, and we can't wait to see most of y'all at the Shore Leave. Go ahead.
And we're happy that you guys were quick enough to jump over onto YouTube since there was some kind of an issue. But
it's Facebook. I mean, they always have an issue. And I almost guarantee there was something that we said or played or something like that Facebook picked up and shut us down and then picked us back up again. That happens a lot with Facebook.
Okay. Interesting. Well,
YouTube's good. So if you guys, don't forget.
Yeah, that's
check
why.
The like
that's
button.
why
while you're on YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button and follow.
Please do.
Yeah.
Please do. In the green room is the Admiral, and we're gonna.
Is it the green room or is it the captain's quarters? The deck.
Yes, it is the.
It
could be the
captain's
captain's quarters. It could be
the Admiral's
it depends.
quarters in this case.
We'll figure that one out.
Yeah.
But Admiral Bran Stimpson is here, going to give us a Star Trek update.
I need a Star Trek sounding. We don't have one for John. We don't.
No,
I've got to go to Suno. I mean, AI works. So come on.
Yeah. So let's
that.
do it.
So we have Bran Stimpson. So
we are going to go
like that. Something
where no one has gone before. The Admiral is here. Make it happen.
1, 2, 3, go.
Hey,
there I am. Oh gosh. Oh wow.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, guys. Glad I could make it. Sorry, I'm probably a little bit late. Life and all that fun stuff, but
no worries.
And thanks for.
Are you trying to live indoors and eat again? Stop that.
Yeah.
I am trying to live indoors. That is true. Eating is I don't know. I don't know about the eating part, but living indoors is nice. Although Colorado, we haven't had any snow yet, so I don't even know.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, here we are almost.
You need some snow, bro. Yeah, definitely.
It makes no sense.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. It was 65 today, and like my windows were down driving the truck home, so I don't even know.
You said flying the ship home.
Flying the shuttle. Yes. Sorry. Yeah. Well, it flies itself. I mean, we're in the 32nd century now, of course, because today, of course, is Starfleet Academy.
I know. Cool, isn't it?
Yeah. It actually, technically, for me, it was last night. Because living in Colorado, I'm 2 hours behind you guys on the East Coast. So when it's midnight your time, it's 10 p.m. here. So I actually watched the first episode last night before going to bed, which is just over an hour. And then the second episode is normal time. But there's 2 episodes. And actually, since we're on YouTube, you can watch that first episode on YouTube right now for free. So if you don't have Paramount Plus, you can go over there and watch and see what Academy is all about. I don't have an opinion yet, to be absolutely honest. It's brand new. I've watched the first 2 episodes. There are some really good things in it. There's some funny parts. I think the show will do pretty good. People have to get over all their normal complaining stuff, but there's stuff that will.
Are you trying to say you can't please all the fans? What?
Yeah, no. I mean, if you go on Facebook right now, I was reading all sorts of stuff that people are upset about this, that, and the other thing. Or
I don't believe so and so's the color of so and so's pants were like 2 shades off. I know it's like horrible.
Yeah. That zipper was off by 2 centimeters.
2 centimeters. I swear his eyebrow was not
red.
correct.
I don't know.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of things, right? I mean, we are Star Trek fans are probably the pickiest fans of the universe. I really think so. But
I would say Star Wars fans are worse.
I don't know. I don't know if I would say this. The Star Wars
Battlestar fans, we don't care. We're just desperate.
Well, yeah, that's probably really true, actually. Yeah. Especially since the only way you can watch Battlestar right now is on Peacock. So
that's it.
And who has Peacock? But yeah,
I'm sure the zoo
Academy.
does. But
so, Bran,
okay.
what?
Yeah.
So you're saying that the so by the way, just for argument's sake, officially you are an executive officer from Star Trek, the International Star Trek Association.
Well, at the moment, I was. On January 1st, we have a new administration, a new Commander Starfleet, and a new administration. I stepped down a half step. So I've gone back to I am now the Deputy Chief of Membership Services, which is the department I started 3 years ago. So I'm working with a really good friend, Matt. He's a really good friend of mine. So I'm like a deputy now instead of the chief. So I kind of took a half step back because life,
However,
how dare you?
You are directly involved with Star Trek on many levels. Not just the point is that you're not just a regular fan, there's nothing wrong with just being a regular fan, but you've taken it to other degrees, other levels. You're also in charge of the group that is in Colorado.
Yes.
And that
the
is
USS Tiburon. We've been a chapter here in Colorado for 20 years. This is our 21st year now.
Wow.
And yeah, it's been a long ride. I've been running it for all 20 years because I'm, I don't know, insane, I guess. I mean, it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, but it's a lot of fun. Matter of fact, last night we were just out having fun at the local Dave and Buster's, just having dinner and hanging out for the midweek and trying to blow off steam from work. Tomorrow, the group is actually getting together to actually watch Starfleet Academy together. I've been told I'm not allowed to talk during that. Because I've watched it and sort of talked to you guys about it. We won't talk too much about it because people probably haven't watched it yet, but go watch it. It's worth it. And yeah, there's our website. Yeah, it's working. Yay. Sometimes it doesn't work, but yeah, no. So yeah, we're a chapter of Starfleet, the International Star Trek Fan Association. That group's been around since 1974. Supposedly, according to the Guinness Book of World Records, the largest Star Trek fan club in the world, at least at the time of getting in the Guinness Book, I suppose. And this is our, horribly outdated website, to be honest. There's a few things I need to update, but
and we
websites,
are myself and John One are members of your chapter. So
yes.
we're happy and proud to be involved, and we appreciate you coming on. And so just a little bit more on the new show, right? It's a Starfleet Academy that's taking place. Do we consider it an alternate timeline?
No, it's the prime timeline.
Okay, it is prime.
There's a lot of people who say Disco is an alternate timeline for whatever reason, but it's the timeline. It's the timeline.
Okay. All right. Okay. But it's in the future. It's the far future.
Yes. It is after Disco, so it is the 32nd century. So in season 2/3 of Discovery, they jump forward 900 years or 1,000 years or something like that, 950 years into the future, which did a couple of things for the show. Obviously allowed the writers to stop getting beat up by fans for messing up the lore of Star Trek, because Disco was before, obviously, Captain Kirk and the Enterprise. And, they changed a bunch of things. They made the Klingons look different. They kind of changed some stuff, and everybody was upset about that. So they moved the show forward to a time frame that's not covered by anything, so they could do more stuff and explore a new time frame. We got the cool TRICOM communicators that are your tricorder communicator phaser, the whole 9 yards transporter all in one thing, programmable matter, so you can make all sorts of weird things happen. But yeah, Disco, Starfleet Academy is set after Disco. as a matter of fact, some of the characters from Disco are in Academy. Tig Notaro, who plays Jet Reno from Disco, is an Academy instructor. Was it Mary Wiseman is supposed to be in the show? She hasn't been in it yet, but and there's rumors of crossover of cameos from other Disco, stars.
Cool.
One of the cool things is also Robert Picardo from Voyager, the EMH doctor, EMH1. He is the chief medical officer in the new show, and just as ornery and as ever. I think Robert must be having a great time because his character's great in the show. There's already been plenty of Easter eggs for all of us big Star Trek fans. Watch the show because you'll see them or hear them or they talk about them. There's just a ton of cool stuff. Does it have problems? Of course it does. It's the first episode, right? No show starts off perfect. But I think there's some good bones here. The comedic stuff is great. It's got some funny timing. It's got some good stuff going on. And it looks like they're going to tackle some the normal stuff that Star Trek tackles, right? So there's already all that social justice and getting along with each other stuff in the first 2 episodes. So I think it's going to be good. Hard to tell, of course, on day one, but we'll see. But
cool.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So this is good. Then what we'll do is, when you come back, hopefully, including myself, I'll be watching this between probably tomorrow. I'll binge the two episodes that were released on Paramount since I have it. And you got to tell us about your uniform.
Oh yeah, this is in honor of Academy. Since it's in the Disco time frame, Admiral Vance, who's the head of Starfleet, this is the make of his uniform. So I threw this on in honor of the Academy. So this is actually a very not as hot as the Monster Maroon, but this is an actual jacket. It's lined.
Okay.
So yeah, and it's not quite 80 degrees outside, so I'm not melting. But yeah, Star Trek uniforms really need to be like we need like a summer uniform like the military has.
Here's the Starfleet Speedo.
Okay, we're not gonna go
all right, what the heck? Where did that come
right,
from?
well, yeah, come on.
It's
Can we cut
cooler.
that, please? We don't need to hear that. We don't need to hear that.
Oh my God, where did that come from? Oh boy,
Gosh.
he was drinking a blue drink earlier. You missed it, Bran.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh.
So it's,
Romulan ale is illegal.
Yes, there you go.
Yeah.
only
and
in some
really,
areas.
Toasters shouldn't be drinking anyway, but that's a whole different argument.
See, that's coming from the Admiral. You got to listen to what the Admiral says.
Well, I mean, he is Tipsy Toaster, so I guess he does have to drink something. I suppose.
That's right.
But,
Yes.
Either that or my gyros are messed up. One of the two.
Yeah, well, maybe a little bit of both. Bran, I know that you guys out there at the chapter, you're always doing charity work. You had sent me the contact address information, and I have a collection of various books that I will be sending your way. Read once. Some of these have not been seen in a long, long time, but I'm also going to be throwing in something like this. I don't know if you even have one of these.
Oh my God, Starfleet Battles! Wow,
That's so old.
That's an original copy.
That's older than Records.
Yep, I got that. I'll be
so.
sending you that.
Thank you.
I'll be sharing some comic books with you as well.
Very cool.
So this is only a part of it. I think I'm going to break it up and send you care packages over a little bit of time, and so that's going your way so that you can maybe use it for charity auction or anything else. So there's also some there's a I think it's the Next Generation Technical Manual. There's a couple of those that I have that I picked up decades ago on the cheap. I've had those. I have some other things that were left over from when I had a small comic book shop. I'm going to share. I'm going to send that all to you, donate it, so that you guys can,
awesome.
It'll be in hands of other fans. Maybe you can use it for charity. So
Absolutely.
that's coming your way.
I've got Pete Beat.
You've got Pete Beat.
Yeah, because I don't know if you heard the last. I think it was the last episode or something like that. So, anyways, I got to find the letter. But an individual went to a auction or a sale right after Deep Space Nine shut down. And I actually have a screen used Tribble.
Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
That will be coming your way.
Oh no way.
For,
that'll go on the display. That'll definitely go on the display.
Yeah. So that way you could either auction it off or put it on display or whatever else. But
that'll go on the display. Almost 100% guaranteed. That's where we're all deciding to put that.
An actual screen used.
Oh,
so,
well, that is awesome. Thank you so much.
No problem. So yeah, we just need an address for that. So
I have it. Yep,
yeah,
I got it.
And
so,
then, there's a Star Trek convention coming up over here in Pennsylvania that we're going to be going to.
Uh-oh.
Yep, that's right.
Well, I'm jealous.
It's called Shore Leave.
Shore Leave 46.
Yes, that's very true. Yes.
Think about coming out this way. I know we came out to Denver a long time ago.
You did. Yeah, that's how we all met. Yeah.
Yep.
That's right.
No, I've always actually wanted to make it to Shore Leave, to be honest. I've heard about Shore Leave.
This year would be a very good year.
Yes, I hear that.
It will be an exceptional. Yes, exceptional year. So, I mean, we would love for you to come down. Obviously, there's limits to things that we can and cannot do, but if anyone from Tiburon is coming, I mean, you never know. If they are, please let us know so that they stop by. We want to make sure that we greet them as merrily as you did us, and try to be nice hosts and the like. We're also putting together a dinner, guys. So that's another thing. Everybody's invited. We're looking to find a host restaurant, and we need to know how many of you are going to be there. So we will be putting together a dinner
I'm thinking
night.
like McDonald's, maybe.
No, not McDonald's. However, Bran, like I said, if you know anybody from the group there, from the chapter that's going to come this way,
if you happen to want to come out,
yeah, I mean, it'd be kind of fun.
Oh,
I know.
Yeah, it would be fun.
There's limits, but you're more than welcome to, and we really
appreciate that. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, and we thank you coming on to the show. We thank you for representing. It's a lot of fun to hear opinions, and it'll be even better when we catch up to you, and then everybody's kind of watched, and then we can actually spend a little bit of time talking, throwing angles around and seeing what's going on with the show.
Yeah, absolutely. No, I got lucky, like I said, and noticed that it was dropping at 10 o'clock my time last night, and I'm like, well, I don't need sleep.
Yeah, who needs sleep? Come on,
who needs sleep?
I can sleep at work.
This morning.
Oh, I mean,
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
No, just kidding.
And then actually, me and the wife got up early today to watch it again so she could see it. So I've seen the first episode twice and the second episode once. So,
you're such a nerd.
Yeah, well, that's really true. No, I just felt that. Because we're so big Trekkies, but we also represent Starfleet, the Tiburon. That I need to get off my rump and make sure that I'm up to date and not like, oh, I haven't watched that yet. It's a week late, and oh gosh, I'll get to it because you got to be on top of these things, and that's just what I feel. I am exhausted at the moment. It was a long work day, and of course, getting up early didn't help. So, but I'm very glad to be here with you guys. I always have fun jumping on and talking to you guys and listening to all the great stories that you guys have and all the other cool stuff that goes on. So I've appreciated doing this with you guys for years now. So
well, yes, and we appreciate you, and we're Star Trek fans. Star Trek was my introduction to sci-fi, the world of sci-fi. I've always been a big TOS fan to the core, and so I'm glad that you do this with us. So here's to you, Bran, and all the Star Trek fans that are watching and celebrating, and to everybody else, the family. Fans fuel the fleet. Cheers, Bran. Hope to see you soon.
Absolutely, guys. Have a great one. Thank you so much. Be safe out there.
Take care. Yeah, that's fun. I it's so cool. Bran puts on the different costumes and he does the cosplay.
Ready?
Yeah. That should be his intro. That's how you do the intro. You play that and boom, Bran shows up. That's how you got to do it. Yeah, I think we found it. Listen, guys, we were in the middle. I think we were having some kind of technical difficulties.
Yeah, it was.
With,
I saw
EriKa.
some things come back through it for Facebook.
And it's so strange. Thanks for reaching out and letting us know. I think our YouTube was uninterrupted. I'm
and I
pretty
know
sure
for a fact
it was
our
complete.
restream was not interrupted, so we
Right,
can always
so
pull it from that and drop it into if we need to.
yeah. Oh, that's right. You know what? So we will do a double check. I'm not. All right. Tipsy Toaster is going to do the double
'Cause I
check.
got so much time.
And yes. And so he's going to make sure. I know that I also picked up on it, but it was you guys had picked up on it first. When I glanced over and saw that it looked like things were looping on Facebook, I didn't know. I didn't know it was just my computer, but you guys were telling us. So thank you for that. I mean, we know that there's been issues with a lot of the cell phone carriers, not just the one, but there have been a couple of them. It's unknown where that came from. Who knows if it spilled over? We usually don't have any problems. Sometimes, over the years, I mean, it's over 300 shows. There've been one or two issues here and there. Tonight, an anomaly, but I think YouTube may have picked up the whole stream without any breaks. And we will put it back on either way. But thank you for being patient. Thank you to Church of Phil for coming on. We had such a great time with them. It was fun. It was a lot of fun, right? I hope you guys enjoyed it. And so remember, Battlestar Galactica is at the core of everything we do. We each got an Atlantia. I'm not sure why we did it, but we did it. So as soon as we get it, we'll
Pete spend money.
Yeah, we'll do an unboxing. So hopefully we get to see you guys at Shore Leave. We're really
or if you have me in Roanoke next weekend, hey.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, you can please let us know. But Shore Leave is really looking good. We're getting a lot of commitments. Obviously Lorette's going to be there and Herb is going to be there, so we get to see Cassiopeia and Lieutenant Boomer.
Yeah.
So it's going to be really cool.
All of you listening, listen up. Listen close. I'll post it again just to make sure. But Jack is coming on next week.
Yay.
And Jack is going to be talking about his time with the actors of Police Story. So, if you would, go ahead and tune into Tubi, which is free. Totally free. You can't miss it. Go to Tubi and you can pull up Police Story Season 5, Episodes 1 and 2. I think it's called Trigger Pressure. Trigger Pressure, something like that. And see if you can see Jack in a number of those, in those two episodes. Find him. He's in a couple of those episodes. It's fun. I really enjoyed that show. I rewatched it just recently. And it was, and the acting and the story was good. It's just as good as it is today. Some of the stuff there. So Police Story was something I didn't get to watch as a kid because it was, well, old. And I'm so young.
Yes, of course.
Pete probably remembers it much more than I do.
Yes, of course. I am so much older
being
than
the old guy that he is.
Yeah. However, we will have Jack. It's going to be fun.
Yep, Jack is next week. Don't forget. Tune in. Police Story. Find it.
Yeah,
Season 5, Episode 1 and 2.
Lola, I see that you're back up and running. Hope all is well there. So there was a lot of stuff going on. So between the family, between the broadcast and all this stuff, a lot of good things. So remember, Shore Leave is coming up. Shore Leave 46, Lancaster, Pennsylvania, July 10th to 12th. We will be there.
From Shore Leave, probably, right?
Say again?
Are we going to have somebody from Shore Leave on again before Shore Leave?
Yes.
Okay.
We will. So they promised to send us someone. They asked for dates. So we're sending information over to them.
It might be the janitor, but we got somebody.
Oh, we'll get someone. They promised they would. So thank you to Don from.
You guys are amazing. We appreciate it.
Yes, you guys are amazing, and Tom as well. So we're going to screen. We will be having a local premiere in Lancaster with the Stranded Warrior. So it's never been shown anywhere there around that parts of the U.S. or the world. So there you go. It will be screened. We will have a Q&A panel following the screening. So we get it's a nice chunk of change that we're getting to actually be able to screen it. So this is what we're working out to do: the trailer followed by the film, and then a full panel. And actually come on to IFB if you want to see what's going on, because that's how we're updating everything, and of course on the show. So guys, thank you for your patience. Thank you so much. It was great having you on. Look forward to having you next week as well. And I'm looking forward to meeting up with all of you again at Shore Leave this summer, July 10th to 12th, 2026 in Lancaster at Shore Leave 46.
See you there. Oh, sorry. That sounded like good. Anyways, next week, Jack, don't forget, watch Police Story Season 5, Episode 1 and 2. But until then, we really appreciate you being here. You are our family. And we will see you next week. Same bat channel, same bat place. Pete loves that part because Pete's a big Batman person.
Batman 66.
66. Anyways, thank you for being here. We will see you next week. And, take care. We love you. Take care.
Bands Fuel the Fleet, baby. Take care.
Never underestimate the power of the Schwartz.